Welcome to Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Arael Morocco. The ACIO has a long history of helping humanity from the deep recesses of time. This is the first time the ACIO has become available to the public, aside from an earlier visitation by their 15th Division, the Wingmakers. Peter the Insider, originally from Slovakia, is the director of their 12th Division, and Jessica Arael Morocco is in Cicada 3301, their 6th Division. Together, they provide intel, insights on current events, a deeper perspective on aliens and UFOs, super soldier missions with Unit 374 in the Merge, and news relevant for disclosure. Don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with our latest intel and post any questions and comments below.
As you being 3 days old, the usual stuff how they did so, you was taken from the hospital. Yes, physically, but the problem is they can manipulate time. You just make blink of eye, and it cannot be like days. It can be weeks, months, years, maybe centuries. It is not a big deal for them. I'm talking about Monarch Corporation. They can do very, very good stuff with that and with their crazy crap project Ibis. But in the first place, you've got genetic specification. They are calling it specific genetic heritage. And those people, they've been monitored pretty much pre-born. Okay? So they know already, okay, those people, they will be born and everything, you know, like an infant, you know, small, very small child. Mm-hmm. And exactly, this is not like, you know, few hours or something like that. Exactly on the second. And you've been born 3 days old. They take you. I mean, took you, my bad. But I'm using crap with times. I'm saying crap because once again, for them, time is not a big deal. It is not important for them. No, Jessica, you are laughing, but it is how it is. They took you.
You started off by saying he's not born. I mean, I didn't record that.
No, part, literally, give me a second. Literally, you was born in 2077.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, cyberpunk case scenario.
Do you know where I was raised? In Morro Bay, and that's where Night City is supposed to have taken place. It's centered around Morro Bay, and Morro Rock is actually the starport in Cyberpunk 2077. I spent a lot of my childhood there.
You are right. Technically, you are right. And you are the very first, very small amount of population who survived this. I don't know if you play games. Screw it is games, you know, soft disclosure.
I've been playing the games based on your soft disclosure, actually.
Yes, it is like
Quantum Break now.
Yeah, it is the same crap because, for example, people are laughing. It's a metro scenario. People have been affected, not only from radiation, from chemical, biological, biochemical, and biochemical technological warfare. And you are the very small part of amount of population. They are not affected by this. But give me a second, Jessica. We need to get how is it possible / how it was possible that you are alive and you are / not alive. Okay, this is important. So as you've been born here, 3 days old,
Okay.
they took you / they were taking you and so on, you know, and they were like, is this him? Isn't this him? And this was for Project Ibis. And you know,
What project? Sorry.
Ibis
Project.
as a bird, Ibis, as a bird,
Okay.
big bird,
Already, yeah.
Ibis.
Got it.
And there was another gentleman who
few.
cannot remember anything, pretty much anything about Project Ibis. And I'm like, crap, why? And you know, Jessica, the connection. Now you know the connection. And he got the big ring. And don't take it like you are wasting my time for my session. No. You are very closely connected to him. And this guy is like, this yes, nah, he's not, yeah, she is, nah, she's not. And he was the very first, one of the very first ones. You know, you was 6 years old in just one day. In just one day, because you pretty much met Einstein and Tesla, because there are time discontinuities, and you asked for crazy complicated math formula, like you was barely able to speak, like 3 years old, my bad. And you asked them about the stuff, and those scientists, they were just staring at the whole situation. This is the video footage of that. They were just staring at that, and it was like, what did I do wrong? It was like you was afraid about to be, how can I say, for misbehaving or something like that, you know. And because it was like, I just want to be good child, and they were like, no, nothing is bad. They were looking at you, you know. I mean, staring more than looking, you know. Not, I mean, like rather than standard looks. And they gave you a lot of stuff to play, and it was like, nah. Why should I play with this? Regular toys and everything, you know. And then eccentric scientist gave you, you know, those variants of Rubik cube.
Mm-hmm.
And on the Rubik cube, it wasn't like crazy complicated variants, but there were math formulas, and you made it. I mean, like color matches the color, and he was like, guys, this is not okay. And you said the math formula, like, okay, you need to make this, you do this, like quantum computing and all. And they were like, what? This is the stuff I was looking for the whole time, and you are doing me this crap. I mean, they gave you, quotes, regular toys, you know, for appropriate weight of appropriate age. That was when you was 3 years old. It was so funny.
Peter, his sweater almost looks like a Rubik's Cube, like folded
And
out.
this is exactly what I was pointing at.
How outfit is.
No,
It's
this is
true.
exactly what I was pointing at. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the stuff is that they were staring at you, and you are like, something better for me, something better. And they were like, what the heck is he mean? What the heck does he mean? Something better. And then there was such a scientist. It was like, you know what? Do you need to have something better than your crazy book, complicated book? And they were stuff for calculating NASA for their first space mission or missions, you know. It was like, write stuff for me, and you start to write the correct stuff to the book, and he was 3 years old. It's crazy.
Is that the Jack Parsons stuff or Werner von Braun?
Yeah, something like it. Yeah, exactly as you said. And after this, there is another crazy complicated stuff. You've been 6 years old. 6 years old. Oh my God. Now it starts to make sense. Oh my God. You've got the crystals / balls / what so forth. They are approximately 1 inch in diameter. See-throughable. Opals, acacias, and everything, you know, rubies, diamonds, everything, like rare stones inside them. None of the people should see them. They are ethereal, so you need to have specific glasses / lights in order to see them. You saw them in the first place without anything. Very odd stuff in the first place. And in the second place, they were just laying around and crab, you know, on the table. You approach them, they start to levitate, and you screamed, "You are bad guys. Those people will get confused and get mixed and bad decisions in the future." Do you remember, Jessica? All the people, how they get stuck in the far future?
Yeah.
And you exactly said that. And you started to. And you cried because you said, "It's already late. It's already late. Boogeyman will come. Boogeyman will come and do it." And you did not, because you was small, like 6 years old, you know. And for you, boogeyman quotes, you know, was the shadow. Shadow, I'm crazy. Short gray. Short grays, aka Zetas. They are like 6, I'm crazy. 4 feet tall. 4 feet, 120 centimeters. Grays, typical grays, so very tiny body, gray body. According, or let's say, in comparison with the all of the body, short, very tiny, both legs and hands, and huge once again in comparison with the rest of the body, huge head and black eyes. And he said, "Boogeyman will do the crap." And they don't understand. They don't know if they did not understood or they don't want to understand. They underestimate what you said. But they simply didn't get it. They didn't hurt to you. That's crap.
Who was I talking to when I was screaming?
The scientists.
The scientists, okay.
Yeah.
And I was, okay.
And they were like, "Nah, it's not that big deal." Or no, it wasn't that big deal. And you said, "It will be a big deal because you will lose them." And they will be like, "What the heck is this kid just talking about?" They absolutely didn't take it serious. Absolutely.
Like I'd lose the crystal balls?
I mean, give me a second. Yes, you warned them. What will happen once if the crystal balls, call them crystal balls or crystals, no problem, will not be given to those specific people in the correct order. You profited that. You were 6 years old. You profited that. And those people, they didn't listen to it.
What were the balls?
Pretty much some sort of small pocket time machines, let's say that way.
Okay.
And then you wasn't able to correctly say what it was about. But you got the visions, and it was like, this is not, and that was the pretty much the reason why you was chosen for Project Ibis. Like a certain special ability, you know, and you was like, this will be bad, and they believe, nah, he's saying crap. It absolutely doesn't matter which kind of, you know, like order we will give those crystals, because and that's the problem. They believe, they misbelieve that they are the same. Do you know what I mean? Like the same model. If you got, I don't know, if you buy a car with same stuff, same engine, same transmission, and on, or I don't know if you buy the same smartphone or laptop, you know. No.
Right.
It wasn't like that. And the far, or let's say the more to the future the whole project will go, the more disaster and chaos, almost the mayhem will it go. As we know, Jessica, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So and you was like, you need to hear me, and they were like,
They never listen.
well,
Yeah,
they never listen.
No.
And the stuff is like, hey, stop. He's just a child. Give him frustrated child. Give him another mad stuff for calculating. He will shut the mouth up. This is literally, I am not saying it. This is literally what scientists were talking in between. And they gave you math, and it was like, okay, no problem. I've got math. I want to play, you know, not playing with appropriate
something stimulating.
Yeah, with appropriate toys, but your toy was the math, you know. The more you got in depth into the math, the more you demanding you was. And you gave them examples, what will happen and why. So let's say scientific, like, hey, this is scientific, and you said this, what will happen? That it will be not coincidence, if you know what I'm trying to say.
So do they get angry at some of these, you know, because they're like children, but they're so smart, and do they get angry and try to punish them? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
You know, how dare you tell us something even though you're right? You know, you're making us not look smart. So then their ego would.
What was your punishment?
What was the punishment?
Oh, that's so bad. Electric shock therapy. Oh my.
Like cattle prod or?
No. Trip chair. So chair, it looks very comfy on the very first look. And then it was like, okay, some first stage, hypnosis. It will stimulate your brain something. So I don't want to say chewing gum, but something like it. And you will just sleep. You will fall asleep. And then I was like, okay, he's ready. And then they will fix your hand. You know, that I don't want to say handcuffs, but you know what I mean. Like I don't know if you was in the prison. They've got these chambers. You know,
Strap the hands down. like,
Like
with
to
the
the-
leather.
Yes, exactly, strap like that, but not only hands, but the
Legs.
legs
Oh.
and neck, and then after that they've got, as you, I mean, did you saw the movie Saw?
No.
So this kind of crap all over your head. And they can make lobotomy, so it's extremely long, tiny, sharp needles through
Like
your nostrils. Yeah, to the head, but through your nostrils, or this, when you're, what is the name for it, Jessica? Those holes in the, near the
Like
eyes.
lobotomy?
What?
Lobotomy?
Yeah, but give me a second. Those, like, through the nostrils, you've
They,
got
they
four.
shove it through like the piriformis bone, and then they can
Yeah,
get to the
piriformis,
frontal cortex, like how they used to do in the old
Yes,
times, like thousands of years
Yeah,
ago.
look at that. I'm talking about it. And the stuff was,
Can you see it?
Mhm.
yeah, you've got the all crap, all four crap to the nostrils, and I don't know what is the name for this small hole you are crying from. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
They do that a lot. They get punished a lot.
Give me a second. They
Everyone.
not
No.
only. Sorry, go ahead.
I think everybody has been. Anyone that has abilities has also gone through some levels of suffering, because you're sent by one group to do a mission, and then, but sometimes you're vulnerable, you're young or whatever, and then someone else gets a hold of you, corporations or those that are in charge,
This is
and then
absolutely
that's what happens.
crazy. I mean, we will not getting time-wise through your age. We are talking about certain program, MyLab program, and age-wise or time-wise, it will be crap. So don't be confused from that.
Okay.
Your first, what the? You've got 5 mind wipes. It is absolutely crazy, man. This is not okay.
Why
I mean,
5? Why
5
so many?
mind wipes, all of them via electricity, electric shock, and last 2 of them, man, no, 440 kilovolts. It's fudged up. You are, I mean, technically, I am not surprised that you are pretty much dead. And it is only aspect of you, because no single organism, living organism, will live after 440 kilovolts, like being alive.
What do you mean by aspect of myself?
Once again, you was born. That's the problem. In another reality, you will be born in the future, okay? And then you traveled back way back in time, and you are still existing in another reality, okay? And once we have bleed through from another reality to our reality, and some sort of, quotes, hard bleed through, it's fact that you are right here, right now, and we are talking to each other. I know it is almost impossible to believe it, but this is what I am reading right here, right now.
Joe, are you still living in Detroit? Are you in Detroit still?
This is not okay, man. I mean, technically, yes or no?
Technically not Detroit. Technically the suburbs, Beverly Hills, which is a bit of a drive away from it.
I want to ask you, what do you think about our mascot? Hey, stop. Mascot is mandatory. You need to. Hey.
Well, I'm a doctor. I hated every second of it.
Mascot.
Our mascot. Oh, your mascot. Oh, the pug.
The pug.
Hey, Puck.
I don't think that they shouldn't exist. I don't know. I mean, they're really cute. They're cute, but
Okay,
they
guys.
shouldn't breed them anymore. They have breathing problems and stuff.
Yeah, they do have
Exactly. Okay, exactly.
but they're men in
Me,
black, so I like them.
me,
Yeah,
Jessica's
I would
husband,
adopt one, but
me, Jessica's husband, and you. Pugs are not regular dogs. They are not. They are disqualified.
Yeah.
Okay. And Chihuahua is pug from hell. It's officially.
okay.
No, sorry. You are which kind of doctor? Med doctor?
I'm a pathologist. I'm a director of autopsy.
I
I
mean,
specialize in lung.
you know why I am not surprised. Because they said here, gave him what he like. He will be not normal anyhow.
Yeah.
He seems pretty normal to me.
No,
Because
I'm just saying, you know, I know
like some
many
other people.
pathologists, and I was in the morgue, you know, opened bodies,
Yeah.
and there's look, just eat. It's so delicious, and I was like, what? You've got open bodies here, and she was like, and is it the problem? Which kind of obstacles you are seeing in there?
It's like Walter and Fringe. Remember, Walter would have like all this. He'd get hungry and think about what kind of food he wanted while he was chewing on.
That's true.
Which
That's
kind
true.
of crazy
Yeah.
Fringe, yeah.
I started watching that show after you guys talking about it, and I identify a lot with Walter a lot. Yeah. I do that. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
It's kind of younger version of him, just by the way. So they were like, okay, he's way too high above average, and it's like, which kind of crap he just wanna study? And they literally write here, people. What? Which kind of people? And they are writing it here. Probably dead. And that is capital, like all the capitals, like that, you know, something like it.
Well, you know, Peter, when I talked, he was talking. I think, were you still over at that facility? You were talking about how haunted it was, right? Which was all sorts of like anomalies and things happening.
I mean, yeah, I could just briefly mention it. After my fellowship, I went back to be an attending at the place I did residency at. So I'd already spent 4 years at, and I went back as an attending after 3 years. So I'm familiar with the place. I've been there for a long time. Okay, now I'm just an attending, and all sorts of fucking crazy shit happened in my office at night. I started seeing weird shit at night, like people running down the halls, because I'd stay late, like really late. Sometimes I'd even sleep over in the office because I just had a lot of work and I was nervous. Fire alarms being pulled, crazy shit, people knocking on my door trying to get in at night.
I want to ask you why so many people don't believe that once it happens.
I don't know. I'm telling you. So eventually my door started to cave in.
I absolutely believe you. I absolutely believe you. I've got many encounters like that. And my question is, why so many people don't believe on quotes afterlife and on and on and on?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Well, is this from Cyberpunk bleeding through too?
Definitely, because there are too many. Give me a second. Supernatural activity is 50 times more frequent in Cyberpunk than in our, I don't want to say our life, but some sort of our context of existence. And technically you are, hey man, it actually makes sense. You are from Cyberpunk in the first place. In the second place, you shouldn't be alive right now. And so you are, quotes, liking you like dead people, you know, and you are surrounded by ghosts and on and on. So
or
actually,
is it true? Is it a bleed through from Cyberpunk?
Absolutely, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Just Jessica, no doubt about it. So it makes perfect sense. But give me a second. We need to figure it out. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Oh, give me a second. This is crazy. What I will say.
It's like you try to get away from something, but it's connected to you. You know,
you was 9 years old, and you was talking. The scientists were talking about it, and there was only a code name for the project. And you said, "I like this. What is this? It is a nice bird." They will say, "Okay, this is how we name the project." Bam. Ibis. There was a statue. There was a statue, approximately 8 inches tall statue. It looks like a copper. I don't want to say full copper, but the surface was like that. And it was pretty heavy, at least you said here in the video, you was 9 years old. It was like, it's so nice, such a nice bird. Why it is so complicated? It wasn't like I like it or something. You always think weird stuff like complicated and and they said, okay, that will be the name for the project, Ibis.
You know, Peter, sorry, Joe. I was talking to Pamela, and she and I were talking about Project Ibis, and she said, "Look, I have an actual statue of like an ibis type of bird." And I said, "You know what? I have one that I got from my mother who had passed, and I held on to it all of these years."
Oh my
so God. I'm wondering if there's like this something going on here with the ibis, you know, that it's
that is. Oh no. Oh no. And now you are 12 years old. And you woke up or wake up in this video and screamed from the nightmare. All of those videos are in this facility, and you go and just shake with this for those scientists. No, it is bad, they are coming and everything is bad. And they believe it. Oh my God, this other kid just doing crap. And once they came, because you screamed, and it looks like a security breach up, okay? So like, I don't know, base being under attack. Base wasn't under attack. Dump, not being stupid, but deep underground military base, Yeah. And so many scientists just go there. They run through the whole big, wide hallway. And the statue, despite statue, was on the very high part of the big furniture. The statue was hovering on the very middle of the table, oval shaped table. And the crystals, ball crystals, they were hovering. Not hovering. They were hovering. But running, rotating in the circle like a crazy, super fast. But not in a circle like standard circle, but as our planets running, rotating, that means like in and on and in and out. So that means like in certain weird angles, He was like, this is it what I was talking about. This is it what I was talking about. Do you know what? You've got direct links with you and 4, 5, 6 another 4 or 5 of our clients. This is patched up.
What do I have connections with? Sorry.
Links.
All the people to what the Ibis, right? The Ibis connection.
This is absolutely, yes, this is absolutely crazy because you profited that. It was like, this is what is about to say, but there were much more of those balls because it was big circle. It is approximately like yard in the diameter, 1 yard in diameter, maybe even more, who the heck knows. And it is crazy, like, you know, just rotating. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sorry, what is Ibis project about?
Ibis, Project Ibis, normal, you know, we've got in military certain phrases, and if you have like safe way how to make something, if it is safe to do so, it is in military, and we in ACIO and on standard, even for military, okay, they are using 20 and back. So 20 years, like to the future, to the past, and half step, aka 10, and quarter step 5 years. It can be prolonged for 10%, but with high level of risk. Project Ibis is for one thing. Forget about 20 years.
Okay.
Do you want to have, I'm just saying crab, okay? Trip to meet Shakespeare? No problem. Do you want to have trip to meet pharaohs? No problem. Do you want to trip to year? I'm just saying crab, okay? Like 3,500 something, you know? 3,520, no problem. But for which type of risks? Oh my god.
So
They were
I named
molesting children, but they were molesting children, molesting, you know, pre-puberty, I mean, young children, pre-puberty children, teenagers. Oh my god, this is so bad.
Is that Monarch?
Yeah, Monarch. Yeah, you got it. Mm-hmm.
Was I sexually abused or just
No. You. I mean, technically, you was the one of the very few, because you was what? You was so quick that you'd always ran away. What is that? They didn't. What? How is it possible? You was. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jessica, I don't know if this will be nasty. Do you know who is Ruvik? Oh my god.
Ruvik.
No.
Ruvik is that fast that no one can catch him.
Is he a runner?
Is he saying he's connected to Ruvik?
No. Joseph was originally Ruvik.
What?
/ vice versa.
From The Evil Within?
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Because Ruvik is not Ruvik. Ruvik is some sort of aspect of someone.
Ruben Victoriano.
With bullshit. It was fake name. It was alias.
Perfect. Thank you.
And no one can catch him. He was even that fast, for example, not because we know that which kind of speed have are having bullets, okay? Okay, we know. But explosion, for example, it's much faster than bullets. I mean, from the weapon. And Ruvik is able, because he still exists, okay? Ruvik is able to run away from explosion. Yeah? So, at least we know. Nice to meet you, Ruvik.
Hi. I don't remember.
Oh, wait a minute. Because I use Ruvik for
What do
a
you
whole
think,
bunch
Jessica?
of things. I'm a little. Well, Ruvik got into a whole lot of stuff, and he was very badly mistreated. And then they trapped him over in, was it the Yemantau or which?
Yeah,
which
Yemantau, but technically, give me a second.
in Russia.
Ruvik, give me a second. Ruvik, as aspect of you, but not you as quotes original Ruvik. Because Ruvik is only part of very small portion of your soul. We are talking about, give me a second, I don't want to fool you.
It's like an apparition.
Give me a second, please. 1/10% of, so 0.1% of your soul, okay? So Ruvik and you, total different beings. But at least we know the Ruvik's roots. At least we know right now.
Is he a good guy?
I think he's troubled, and he's very he has very strong abilities, but he scares people mostly.
Hey,
Right?
it is like
Intentionally,
he
or
is absolutely let's say confused of who he is, how in the world.
Tormented.
How in the world
Tormented.
he ended up in this world in the first place. It doesn't make nothing doesn't make any sense for him. He don't understand the basic principles of our existence, and on and on and on and on. And practically, yes, it is normal. Once he shouldn't have physical body. As you said, he got some sort of physical body who is decomposing, but it will be decomposing for I don't know how many thousands of years, because it's some sort of mummification. And the thing is, he's not bad, but once again, he's confused, and he's not, yes, he scares people, that's true, but he is not doing it deliberately. Like, yes,
He's like caught in between worlds.
Yeah, and he's like, why? I just want to talk. Do you know what I mean? And he just appeared somewhere, and it's like, oh, and people just run away and shoot at him, and it's like, I just want to talk. What is the problem? And he's shouting loud, but people are not hearing him.
kind of tragic.
Yeah, it's like, it is like we have certain spectrum of frequencies we can hear, and he's talking in total different spectrum. It's like,
Is he like alone in that frequency range?
Yes, he's absolutely alone, or at least even we in ACIO didn't know about any sort of being with the same frequency range. Nope. Nope.
So you don't have contact with him? I would be the first aspect of him that you said hello to.
I mean, technically.
That's reason. Yeah, that you can communicate with.
Give me a second. Through meditation, yes. Why in the world not? Through meditation, yeah, he will be very happy. And I mean it for real, not saying like ironically, because, he's simply confused what is going on. And the problem is, he doesn't belong 100% here. and 100% there. It's as you said, Jessica, he's stuck in between somewhere. It is the worst case scenario. You look, as you being as a being, and you like, okay, right here, right now, physical body and on, as we are talking about. You are mad doctor, so you know, okay? But try to get like you being, and it's like, oh God, nah, my body is way too bad. I mean, physical body as you making you heavy and everything. But you want to go there, aka to another world, and they are not accepting you there too. So it's absolute crap. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But he's been trapped though, didn't they? Kind of like Wall Rider, haven't they tried to?
Yeah, that's 100% sure.
That's like in Yamantau, he was trapped, and he was trapped some other places too.
Yamantau, it's pretty much the basic stuff as you have Area 51 in US, and Yamantau, it's the same stuff or very similar stuff in former Soviet Union, in Ural Mountains in nowadays Russia. It's far, nothing is, I don't know, not hundreds, thousands of miles away. Nothing, like pure nothing, right? So then, oh my God. And in the first mind wipe, when you was just, because this happened with those balls and everything, you know, this stuff. And only 3 months after that, those people from those unsuccessful missions, ending up mission after mission, operation after operation with disaster, they started to come, and finally the people responsible for that, aka military and DARPA, CIA, and mostly the scientists, they finally started to realize, aha, the boy was every single time once he said, so for 9 years, because you start to talk about it, he was 3 years old, right? He started to, he was right. And you know what happened? They mind wiped you. Give me a second. After first mind wipe, I never encountered something like that. They made your abilities 100 times more stronger. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Because of the mind wipe?
Yeah, because of the mind wipe. I absolutely don't understand what the heck is going on. And they, of course, do. I never saw something like it.
Who are these guys? They sound like idiots. These guys mind wiping, out of ego, and then giving me abilities, and then I don't have memory,
You shouldn't be like, nah, I don't remember like, anything. And then, yeah. It's absolutely crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. Oh my God.
I don't think they're human. I think they're hybrid something, or ET based, and they're like,
you are right.
We're lab to them. That's what they're doing.
But like, if you're right, you're right. And punishing someone because they disagree with you sounds very egocentric.
It's extremely ego.
Very
extremely
stupid.
Narcissist.
Yeah. Okay.
I will tell you what they are: egoistic, egocentric egomaniacs with some sort of crooked and wicked mentality, and exactly like as Elon Musk.
What races are they? What hybrids?
Yeah, hybrids. And don't even ask me which type of hybrids, because few dozens of races in the first place, and in the second place, all of them are shapeshifters, so they looks like humans.
But they're supposed to be much smarter than us, so somehow they're figuring out.
Give me a second. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, Jessica? That smarter shouldn't be, or shouldn't it? Can't be. It can't be the worse than us. No, I'm asking.
They probably see things differently being hybridized. And so they might miss some obvious things that we're wired to understand, you know, genetically.
Yeah. Okay.
Consciousness is one of them.
I mean, maybe you got a point. Maybe you got a point right now.
But this is like, I'm like still shocked that he's connected to Ruvik, because, you know, we've had a lot of incidences with Ruvik kind of breaking out of places and getting into things, and no one was able to communicate with him. So now finally we have Joe here who can maybe tune into Ruvik and calm him down and maybe help.
Yeah, because I mean, I never said, I'm insisting on it, that Ruvik is not bad, like really bad. You know, he's just confused.
Yeah, he's more like he just shows up and like things start happening, almost like, you know, carrying the mayhem and the chaos with him.
Exactly.
Can you tell me why you're so shocked? Like, what? He sounds very significant. I don't.
No,
really
because so many people believe, actually, misbelieve that Ruvik is bad. And I'm saying, nah, it's not true. Ruvik is not bad as bad. It's just misunderstood by people, you know.
He's traumatized. He's running around. He's getting into things, but he's an other dimensional being almost like so. We've been talking about him for years. So now that we see the connection with you, it's starting to, like, I'm wrapping my head around it a little bit.
I will tell you something, Joe. The thing is, okay, I mean, which kind of Skype you are using, Joe or Joseph? You are two nicknames?
Joe's good, shorter.
Okay. So technically the thing is, okay, we are making those sessions with people for like 2 weeks or something like that, maybe less. And via those sessions, we solved so many mysteries and unanswered questions for years. And I'm like, what? Every single session with another people, and I'm like, what? And Ruvik, once again, he's not that guy. And just by the way, you made the autopsy on me.
What did I find? What did you have inside of you?
No, I was dead. I was killed. KIA, killed in action. And you made autopsy on me, and you are laughing, Jessica. Okay, thank you very much. Perfect.
This one that just happened? The one that just happened? Or before? Another time?
Another time, I don't know how long it was. It was... Oh.
So is he connected to Walter as well in some way, or no?
Yeah, I mean, give me a second. He's younger version of Walter.
Then he's connected to Pamela.
Yeah. Give me a second. Stop, Jessica. All roads leads to Rome. All roads leads to Rome. What?
No, I'm just like trying to take it in. Wait a minute, I was just like overwhelmed.
So technically, give me a second. Technically, I don't know. It was like 2 years ago or something like that, or maybe 3. Who the heck knows? And it was pretty much complicated. My wife took me back and on and on. I was KI, I killed an action, and I was like, where the heck are you and I'm seeing, I'm looking at you and everything, and now I got, you know what? In white stuff, as you white suit you are using in a morgue, but I will tell you what is different. You got full bird, Full bird.
Full bird?
Yeah.
Sorry, what does that mean?
What do you mean?
Full beard, like
a beard?
Yeah, full beard. Yeah, exactly. And the stuff is, and you looks kind of older, like let's say late 40s, early 50s, something like it. That's absolutely crap. And I was like, what is wrong? And oh my God. Because it is written here. I am not making up stuff. Oh my God. And you talked with my wife, and she said, it is not his time yet. And you said, but they told me. And she stared at you. Who? They. And there were, it's a room full of, quotes, shadow people. And you said, they told me he saw the light in the end of the tunnel. Oh my God.
But so then Unit 374 was there.
Yeah, but give me a second. The one thing, I am not expert in this equipment, but equipment looks outdated. Equipment looks like late 60s, early 70s, and the whole facility looks, let's say, they didn't get that too much love to it, like they didn't care to it about it. And it looks like the whole facility is some sort of facade. I mean, like in order to make some secret experiments, and it's only small part of it what is active. There are videos from CCTV surveillance cameras and everything. Oh my God, Jessica, no.
You said there is CCTV footage?
Yeah, CCTV footage, and the whole building looks like they don't care. They care about the building, and the rest of the building looks like I don't want to say abandoned, but it's like they didn't clean and everything.
Is it brick on the outside?
Yeah, bricks.
It's dilapidated, like very dilapidated. It sounds like so when I was having my issues I saw shadow people, and across the street, it sounds like you're describing.
Give me a second, stop. Are you serious? This is stuff.
It sounds like it. There's clocks that are not functioning. They look like Salvador Dali, like soft watches, like soft clocks. They're like melting, and it should be destroyed. It should be, but it runs. There's rooms that are just dust and microscopes. We would go around and play in those rooms and actually repurpose them. It's a very creepy place. Like,
give me a second. This is exactly the place. What is? Give me a second. Stop. This is exactly what I'm seeing in this footage. What the heck? Oh, give me a second, Jessica. This is crazy. The whole Unit 374 here is here, and they are talking to you.
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We did an intervention when we heard that.
Yeah, Peter... and you said, But they
And we-
said, that he saw the light. And they are looking, staring at each other and looking at you. Whoa, what are you talking? Who are you talking about? And you just make with pointing finger. Look, didn't see them? Who? And you make the oh my god, ancient Aramaic crap, ancient Aramaic spell, and 8 shadow people just stood all over the table, and they stare at it. The rest members of the unit stare at them like, what the touch, like next level shit. And you said, they said me that he saw light in the very end of the tunnel. What should I do? And then they yell at you. Why in the world this is hospital and you don't have the stuff to revive him? And then, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, my neighbor, young neighbor, she's like, I don't know, in late 20s, early 30s. She's doctor. She ran here, I mean, to the scene with all of those stuff. Do you know, what do you mean? What is it? You know, with those cathodes, or what do you mean? Like if you are reviving the people?
Oh,
Oh,
like
I
a
don't know.
defibrillator?
Yeah, the defibrillator. Yeah,
Defibrillator, yeah.
yeah. And you are like, what are you doing here? It is your day off. And she said, but he's living. No, he's not. He's gone. And she said, I will give you life. He's not gone. My God.
we went back and forth in conversations on Unit 374. We had meetings trying to figure out what to do. I mean,
Give me a second. This is absolute crazy. My direct. They are living across the street. Oh my God. My God. My God. She ran here to the scene with the defibrillator. Oh my God.
you never saw this before?
No, never.
What's her name, Peter? First name? Someone I know?
Maybe not, I don't know. Jeez. Erin Wilson. Where it is. Erin Wilson. Jesus Christ. This is wild. I mean, oh my God. This is getting way beyond for my, oh my God. And you looked at her, you stared at her because you was ready to you know, with the scalpel and all kind of that crap to open me. And I just shaked my whole body and make a super deep breath, like, and I was like, I told you I cannot hold breath for more than 10 minutes, you idiots. Oh my God. Those were my very first words.
So this is the first time you're observing what happened
Man,
Oh,
you are important, man. It's crazy.
I'm a little lost.
Why?
You died?
Give me a second. We believe that I died.
We believe
That
you died
last year,
Somehow,
last
about a
year.
year ago,
about
around
a year ago,
time.
KIA killed in action.
We talked about it. We even announced it.
The situation is, I never died, actually died. I was sucked from this reality to another, to be fully functional in another context of existence. And I believe there that I died because I sunk. I was drowned. Oh my God, now it makes perfect sense. Because I was like almost, I was able to feel the water. And it was that kind of realistic. Oh my God.
What did the shadow people have to do with that?
Because
The
shadow
Sleep through.
people told you that I saw a light on the very end of the tunnel. So you believed that shadow people will say you that I am gone, I died, and you feel free to do so, aka to make an autopsy, no problem, right?
Right.
And then
Are
sorry,
you
go
saying
ahead,
that?
Jessica.
Are you saying that these were your relatives, Peter? Because usually your relatives show up when someone
Yeah,
dies.
I saw everything. I saw relatives. I saw the whole life from the childhood, how I grew up, how I fled from the former communistic regime, all the good on the bad stuff, like super fast.
Yeah.
My God. My God. And now I'm seeing this here. And you are important. You are important. Okay, it's official. You are important.
So no, this is the first time that you're able to now see it, because by connecting to Joe, you are able to tune into another perspective, seeing yourself objectively observing what had happened, as opposed to you couldn't see it before because we talked about it.
Yeah. And do you know what is absolutely crazy? That you've got the friends, many friends in this hospital, and you ask them, why is this so important? Those quotes, friends, were not real friends, shadow people. And all the time you ask them why I need to go here via back door. Because it was a huge hospital. It is a huge hospital. I don't know if it still stands. Who the heck knows? And it looks kind of, as I said, nobody takes care of it, and on and on. All the old building made from bricks, everything. And the whole equipment looks like outdated and everything.
Yeah.
Except this ward. This part of the building, brand new stuff, almost, let's say, some sort of ish stuff from the future. And they were making experiments on the patients. And technically, you was the very first one who made experiments. You know what is problem? Without knowing it. Without knowing it. You was making autopsies. And they made extensive list. Like, how can I say it? The stuff like blood and tissue and I don't know which kind of samples. You are like, why in the world they need every single time all that kind of that crap? But like, extensive chart of, I don't know, some sort of, I don't know how can I call it, I'm not a doctor. And you was just, you never asked except one thing. I mean, one case, my bad. Your best friend, or at least one of the best, died by car accident. They said that he caused accident, that he was drunk. You made test, you ran through it. Try to guess what? Alcohol level 0. And since then, you start questioning yourself. And after that, what happened to you? It was 1 year, exactly 1 year after this. They sent, please, I'm just reading here, Hellhounds. Hellhounds, they look like canic corsos, but they are much bigger, much faster, and much stronger. But there is one little problem with big outcome. Hellhounds can run as fast as light, but you can run faster in the first place. In the second place, you realize it, and it was like, okay, no problem. Then let's make a race. And there was extremely narrow alley. It was no lights. And those dogs, hellhounds, they lose the trail. And you actually was able to not only to catch, but to kill one. And you made up upholstery. This is absolutely crazy. This is absolutely crazy, geez. This is absolutely crazy. I don't know what to think about it. Because he was absolutely he was absolutely like he was in rage mode, because he believes the Hellhounds are their masterpiece. And nobody will be able to just run away, not only run away, because it was like people will get fucking scared. And who the heck will dare to stand against them and to do crazy crap?
So Mike just like messing around, like, I can go faster than you, so let's have a race.
Yeah, and give me a second, let's have a race. And in the first place, you got in rage mode, but not like screaming or something like that. You got so much adrenaline. I don't want to say I'm here reading it, but I can see it from CCTV. And you just, as a Batman or Captain America, you know, like 2 legs far away from each other. You know, and it's like, okay, you bastard, if you believe that you can mess around with me, let's do it. And you kill the dog bare hand. This is absolutely crazy.
So Peter, isn't he a little bit more like Superman? He's got more of a Superman look.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, give me a second. This is absolute. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, buddy.
I absolutely don't understand how someone can kill. I'm calling it cacao so on steroids, but let's
Those are
say
huge. I mean,
hellhounds
those are-
with one hand, bare hand. What the heck?
Peter, how do you spell that? We'll take a look at it.
You don't know cane
Cannon
corso?
Corso, they're huge. I mean, you couldn't do any damage, even if you need them, elbowed them to do nothing.
No, they you cannot. I mean,
Nothing.
they are huge, they are fast, and they are. I don't want to say best, but one of the best
They're huge.
guard dogs, watchdogs, all around the races. Am I right?
Yeah, they're goddamn terrifying if you get on their bad side.
Yeah, and the stuff is, you need to socialize them exactly as Presa, Dogo Presa Canario, I don't know, Dogo Argentino, and on and on. I don't know, Rottweilers, Doberman Pinschers. You need to socialize them from very early age, being like 2-3 months old.
Yes.
Because if those dogs will consider you as a threat, bad news bears for you.
I'll tell
They
you.
are constantly on watch. They are constantly on watch. And if you say, like, for example, okay, this is our Uncle John. Yeah, he maybe can be drunk sometimes, and it is fine. He will pet you, no problem. But this will be smell. Like, for example, right? Some people, they are hide, like, being drugged. And this is bad. Do what you need. You don't need to train them in order to be guard dogs. They've got it in their genetics. My God, and you kill him with one hand, bare hand. It's what the. This is absolutely crap. I don't understand that.
I had one experience with a dog. I don't know if it has anything to do with this. We adopted an English Bull Terrier. Do you know the breed? They were bred to be fighters.
Yeah,
but they became
definitely yes.
the gentleman's dog because they weren't actually very good at fighting in the pit. So all the gentlemen had them, and they're extremely intelligent. They're like they're called 3-year-olds in suits. But they're also
that's true. Yeah.
they're hilarious. Anyway, his name was Maddie, and we adopted him from a family who gave him up because he bit one of their
English
kids.
Bull Terrier? English Bull Terrier?
English Bull Terrier, yeah. We
Okay.
adopted him. A family gave him up because he bit their 4-year-old. Because they didn't train the dog or anything. They didn't do nothing. So he bit the kid. We adopted him. We thought we could rehabilitate him. I spent hours with him every day for a year, training him, teaching him his name, teaching him sit. He's very stubborn. Every day, and he would screw around.
I mean, it's so funny because they are quite stubborn. I know they are stubborn.
I miss him so much. He's so funny, but he wanted to kill my cats. One cat in particular. And one day, my wife and I got back from a trip to Japan. We were very tired. We weren't watching Maddie, and we woke up with Maddie biting my cat's face off, and it was horrifying. So I did everything I could to get Maddie off of my cat, Barney. I kicked him, kneed him, nothing, whatever. And eventually, while he's clenched onto my cat's face right here, I bit his ear.
I understand what you are trying.
Got him off. I didn't kill him.
No, I understand what you are trying to say. Yeah.
I don't know. That's my experience with dogs. Well, I had to give him up after that.
This is absolutely crazy. I don't know what the heck should I think about it.
Peter, can I just ask? Isn't there a Superman program? Because you never talk about it, and I know there is.
Yeah. Why? Why?
Is he a part of the Superman program?
It actually can be like that.
There's only a few people that or one person that I've heard that was actually in it.
Everybody called me Superman when I was
Give
in
me a
my
second.
fellowship.
Stop. Give me a second.
They
Stop.
were like, "Hey, Superman, what's
it is
up?"
written here.
I
Stop.
was
It is.
big.
It is written here. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's normal. Yeah, you're right.
See why? Yeah, because it's pretty much you have the face, the coloring, and everything of what they would usually show as Superman.
Jeez. So this is it. What, because we are talking and talking and talking, right? And I'm like, something is missing here. Superman program, Jesus. I'm reading it here.
That was that one super soldier, and he ended up kind of going rogue. I can't think of his name right now. And he went, I guess he killed one of his ex-girlfriends or something like that, made the news. But
Yeah.
he was trained in Germany, something like that. He's in prison right now. I don't remember his name, and maybe we don't need to add his name. I don't know.
No, it will not be good idea, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, he probably wouldn't be happy with me talking about him, but technically he was trained that way, and he actually wrote a book about his training as a super soldier.
Oh my God.
Interesting. Can you buy it? It's available.
I think so.
I'm just saying, technically, give me a second. We've got clients after client, okay? And every single time I am saying I never read something like it. This is absolutely crazy, man.
I mean, everyone has something unique that they're going through, but there's a lot of shared stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, but you actually was in the beginning of the project Ibis. Oh my God. Project Ibis is important.
Trying to find this.
This is crazy. And I don't know. I mean, they made you mind wipe, and via very first mind wipe, make your abilities 10 times stronger. To be perfectly honest with you, I never encountered something like that.
What happened after like the second and third and fourth mind wipes? Similar ability increased more?
It made your abilities even more and crazier. Problem is, why you can, I mean, I'm crazy. Why you cannot remember that? I mean, technically, did you have any recalls or something?
No recalls.
But
you, 5 times.
At least we know that we are on the good track, because technically in the cyberpunk reality, there are in between 50 to 100,000 100 more active, I mean the afterlife, and you are always followed by afterlife.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Yeah, you said that you are afterlife, it's like ghosts and everything.
Yeah.
This is so crazy, man.
I wanted to tell you something. I had some dreams, and it was me and a partner, and we were like shifting between dimensions, and we were being chased by like another pair of people.
Okay.
And they couldn't pinpoint us exactly. We had some cloaking technology between the parallel realities, so they could know kind of where we were, but not exactly where we were. and we were doing experiments on them to see how closely they could get to us without them getting us, so we could study
I will
them.
tell you something. Why am I not surprised?
Okay.
No, stop. I'm
yeah.
not surprised.
Okay.
Absolutely not surprised, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. No.
So yeah, we're doing this, and I had another dream. You know, about a week later, they got my partner, they killed her, and the moment they killed her, my dog, I have a pit bull now, and she was sleeping across the other side of the room. They killed my partner. I felt very emotional about it, very shocked. My dog let out a cry that I've never heard her do, and it was in the middle of the night, like, "Oh!" Woke me up. And I said, "What the hell is that? Is there somebody in the building?" And it's my dog. And she cried the second my partner, female partner, died. And I was mourning her in shock. Okay. And then the dream after that, I met the man. I don't, maybe he caught me. He's a very evil man. He kind of looked like Gavin Newsom, like a very smooth, silky skin man. And
Probably
for some
was
reason,
him.
I was getting like I could feel his soul, like it was a spindly, like gnarled up soul, and it was horrifying to me. And then a week later, uh, and I felt like he got me. You know what I mean? Like I felt like he got me. A week later, I got this injury on my leg. I have a cast on, sort of. I was getting out of my car at 6 a.m, and my calf muscle just exploded. For no reason. I'm very fit. Like I'm Superman. Okay. I do deadlift. I squat. I do powerlifting. You know, I've done that for about 8 years. Get out of my car a week after that dream. My calf muscle it hurt so bad. It just split, you know?
Oh my.
I want to know what you thought about that.
What do you mean by split?
The the gastrocnemius muscle, it's a big muscle, and the medial part of it can just tear because it's such a big muscle.
Okay. Now I understand. Okay.
You know, yeah. And I had to, walk around all day. It's just very nasty. And for no reason, I got out of the freaking car. I'm a doctor. I should know this stuff, like why I would get injured. I've been telling people at work, and they're like, just getting old, man. Like, I'm not old. I mean, I am 40, not old. I deadlift
because
400 pounds.
old it will be like
What's old?
70, 80 plus or
Yeah.
something like that. No. I
Yeah,
understand. I understand. And I will tell you what happened two weeks ago. You mean?
With
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom,
Week and a half.
Gavin Newsom showing up and attacking
Yeah,
him. I believe that 100%.
I mean,
I believe that.
2 weeks ago, you mean?
yeah. It happened 1 week, last Wednesday at 6 a.m. Yeah, 1 week ago.
Oh my God.
Two weeks ago, I had the dream about Gavin Newsom. On
You
Wednesday.
know what is that?
He's bad.
I will tell you what happened.
He's bad. Yeah.
I will tell you what happened, actually. The whole situation happened once there was literally the army. Because you was pretty much like, where is the army? Yeah, and they said to you, you are crazy, they will kill you. And it was like the Sparta, you mean? I mean, you know what I mean, like only very few guys, and they were all outnumbered. And it was like 60 of them. Over 6,000. Oh my God. This is not okay. You can be happy that you survived. And I mean it for real, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe you too.
And long story short, I mean, there are too much stuff to talk about. Okay, long story short, how you ended up in being born in 2077, okay? What? Hey, this is way too complicated. So in 2077, you was born, and 2080, right? You said, this is not the right time to me. / for me. So you, once again, 3 years old, you was able to speak. And you have the ball. It is much smaller. 3.5 millimeters, 1/8 inch. And you spin it around, and he was 22 years old in 2077, Gemasi. Oh my God. And you ended up in the Poland. You know, Jessica, what happened in Poland? All of this stuff started in Poland because, look, even the Second World War started in Poland because pretty much we know what happened. But Jessica needs to fill us up with you know, this story what rabbis did. Rabbis, you know, this spell.
The rabbis. It was a bunch of psychic women sat around and did like a seance type of circle, and they opened up, they had the Dybbuk box, which had a discarnate spirit inside, and through their conjuring, they opened it up and released it, or somehow it got out they were asking maybe for power or something, and it was in a short period of time afterwards that the Nazi party came in and
into the power, and we know the rest of the story, right?
But it almost created an anomaly that brought in this evil force to come in and take them, which, you know, was directed probably by this entity itself, because they had trapped him. And when those
give me a second. So you are saying that pretty much they will not avoid this anyhow? This, let's say, case scenario, you mean?
You never, well, the problem is they brought their crime, spiritual crime or sin, back on their own people. Like, it wasn't just them that got affected. Everyone got affected. As a matter of fact,
now I understand. Give me a second. So they were Jewish? Those women, they were Jewish?
They might have been. I'm not positive. I think they might have been. I know they were Polish for sure.
Did they have a name like the Vril Society, you know?
No. These were just.
They're not Vril, but
like almost like middle-aged older women that were psychic and had this artifact, and there was a spirit inside, and somehow it got freed, and it was a bad one, and it just unleashed. And this is what the people play with magic, or play with a Ouija board, or play with something.
And this is it. Don't mess around with artifacts, because artifacts are goddamn powerful.
By the way, I found out who the Superman guy was. It's Andy Perot. Andy Perot is his name, and there is a book, and I left some links there.
And the stuff is, you've been 14 years old, second mind wipe.
What happened then at 14?
Because all the time, every single time you made certain missions, certain operations, you got a certain knowledge, and then they mind wiped you. Do you know what is absolutely crazy? Every single time they mind wiped you, you got at least 10 times better your abilities. In the second mind wipe, actually it is 20 times better. Oh my God. So we are talking, give me a second. We are talking about one thing. Look, you've got certain abilities, okay?
Okay.
After second one, my bad. After first mind wipe, you've got 10 times better, okay? And then 20 times better. Math,
100,
easy
100
math.
times. 100 times.
200 times. 200 times.
Okay.
It is absolutely crazy, man. And they were absolutely like furious about it, that yes, you lost memories, but they only on and on and on every single time got your abilities even stronger. They were absolutely desperate. How in the world this can happen?
And so they couldn't do it after the 5th one because I was dead.
Give me a second. You wasn't. Give me a second. Wasn't.
Yeah.
In the with the third mind wipe, it was 50,000. So give me a second. It was 50. So we are talking about 1,000 times better or stronger abilities in comparison with the very first stuff, like before the first
Overall.
mind wipe, right?
Overall increase. Yeah.
Yes, and third mind wipe, it was once you was 16 years old, and fourth mind wipe, you was 18, and it will be like 250,000 in total. 250,000 times better and better and better and better. The stuff is, then you freed yourself out from the whole facility, of course, because you've got way much more stuff, you know. And you ended up in academy.
The academy, the
Umbrella Academy.
Academy.
You ended up, give me a second, not deliberately.
Oh.
And you was like, how stupid you are. I don't want to say stupid, but like innocent and everything. You de-aged yourself and everything, because you was about, you know what, you bastards, I want to free those children. I want to dismantle the whole program from the very, let's say, from the inside. So Monarch and Umbrella Refugee Group, they are calling it Academy. Mutual project. Monarch and
Okay.
Umbrella Academy. So you infiltrated Academy, and this is it. Even myself, Lincoln, and on, we never got one thing. Where the heck we got all the intel from? Who is the source? Anonymous source. Ma'am, that's you. Yeah, that's you. Jessica, this is absolutely crazy.
I want to say a few things. So
Go ahead.
In your dream where you saw your wife or your girlfriend getting killed, right? Is it possible that he is connected to Andy Perot and that girlfriend that he killed is what he was like? There's this weird connection. You see what I'm saying? Like you're observing what had happened.
I don't have a girlfriend there.
No. Andy Perot.
My partner wasn't my girlfriend. She was just a partner, so she could.
It could have been. I don't know. For some reason, I thought of that. The other thing is, and I want to tell you something about Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom. I was in Florida, and I was looking. We were looking at places to go eat, and this one restaurant really stood out to me. It almost looked like smoky looking, and it reminded me of, because that was a time when that mist.
Sorry, can you feel me? What does it mean? Can you feed me with info? What does it mean, smoky?
Like it looked grayish and almost like there was it's, I don't know, it looked like a haze over it. You know, you looked at all the other buildings, they didn't have that. And I was like, that's interesting. I said, maybe we should go in there. Right. So all of a sudden, my friends were looking at their phones, trying to figure out everything. I turn around, right behind me is a guy that looks identical to Gavin Newsom, wearing a pair of red pants, right? And I looked at him and I'm like, oh my God. Now my friends, I couldn't say anything to them because they're right there. He walks across, went right into that restaurant. We go into that restaurant, we follow him, right? And we try to take pictures of him. Every time we try to take a picture, it blurred. Like there was absolutely, or someone's head somehow would just move just right where it was right in front of him. We could never take a picture of him.
That is
He's not
freaky.
normal.
This is
I mean,
crazy.
that smokiness sounds like what I saw with him. Just spindly things, just kind of moving like this all around him. Like kind of hard to see, but you can tell his face is just so smooth and just so perfect. It's like fake, you know.
Yeah, like the not normal skin.
Not
Yep.
normal. Yeah.
Oh my God, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I
So,
wonder-
man,
so
man, this
scary
is
too.
absolutely crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And after last and fifth, they did not kill you, but you got injection yourself. I mean intravenosis. I am not chemician. I
I got
don't
you.
even try to tell me. I don't wanna butcher this name of this.
Don't say cortexaphan. Don't say that.
And the stuff is, you inject yourself because you believe, okay, they will do it. It's final stage. Before last fifth, stuff. They did so. And you deliberately made them kill you in order to shift to another reality. Oh my God, this is such a smart move.
Oh,
This is that was very smart move.
I like it. So I injected myself with some chemical that made it so when it's shocked,
Chemical-ish compound, I don't know what.
like technology. Like
Yeah,
some
and
chemical-
technology. It was chem
something.
and tech. Chemical and technology. And it looks like a biochemical technology because it was some sort of, what it is, antibiotic-ish level, experimental level. I don't know. It is crazy here. Long story short, you injected there, and they made short circuit. Electronic problems with their whole device. What shouldn't be like that, because they've got dimensionized the whole stuff in order to prevent that. And it's like, what? And they start to use inappropriate words here in the video that you pretty much wasn't just erased, but killed. Nah, what wasn't killed like as killed, but for 2 minutes, you was like dead, gone for 2 minutes. But technically, only small amount, a small aspect of you just stayed here. And this aspect of you we are talking about right now, and with you. But in super soldier mode, you are one of the best and as most capable super soldiers. Oh my God!
What abilities other than moving quickly? And I
moving
guess
quickly, you've got pretty much all the capabilities. Telepathy, telekinesis, what is it? Mind ideas reading, minds reading, and on and on and on. We can talk about it like that.
Mm-hmm. I want to say something about the mind wipes. Which ones were they? There were the second and third mind wipes. It said I was 14 and 16 at the time.
Yeah, that's
during that time in my life, something weird happened, and I just started to feel like traumatized out of nowhere. Like usually something happens to someone when they're traumatized.
I
But
understand.
I had all the
Okay.
signs of trauma without any. I was a happy boy, Catholic school, upper middle class, whatever. And then I went downhill, and I started to depersonalize. I didn't feel like my body was my body. I started hearing things backwards, like music was playing backwards. Like I used to like watching Baywatch, okay, back in the old days. And I remember hearing the theme song backwards, and I would hear it, and I said, what the hell's going on? Why is it backwards now? And it's hard to talk about to anybody because it sounds so bizarre. And I knew it was backwards, but I'm hearing it backwards. This shouldn't be like that. And it kept happening for about a year or two, unexplainable, and just very like traumatized. You know what I mean? Like anxiety attacks,
I know, I
depression.
understand that.
Nothing. I couldn't find a reason for it. I was looking for a reason, found no reason. And I just needed to get away from Morro Bay, Night City. And once I left, I started feeling better. That's
Now
related.
you've got logical explanations.
Now I have it.
So going backwards means that, because he was coming from the future, right? That's almost
it absolutely can happen. Absolutely, without absolutely, like no problem.
It's like that movie. I'm trying to remember the name of it, where he's coming from the future, going backwards and fixing things, or can't think of the movie right now. I'll get it.
This is absolutely crazy.
What's the best way to get into contact with Ruvik? You said meditation.
Through the meditation.
So like intense.
I mean, a second. Do you know Tibetan bowls? So just download it from the YouTube or start to make it, please. Very quiet. No, quiet. So low level of volume, and it will be that, or that will be it, pretty much.
What
and
hurts?
don't think about anything complicated.
No.
Maybe try to think. I'm crazy. Try to drink my very well proved method, our tea.
I've been drinking it every day, twice a day for 4 months.
No, it's actually so many people are laughing from it, but it's true. It works.
I do it. My wife does it too. Yeah.
So they said like 6 years old. You've been 6 years old. He will do something weird. What? Studying people. Which kind of people? Dead.
Do you like dead people? Yeah.
I mean, but look, I mean, for me, once I was in the very first time in the morgue, and it's like, three dead people and 3 another dead, so 6 in total, and half of them were open, and it's like, nah, just eat. And I was like, nah, this is disgusting.
You get used to it. It's okay.
No, this is.
Yeah.
Jessica is laughing. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. You get used to it. Perfect. My God.
The only problem is when you open up the colon and it smells like rotten feces, and then you can't eat. But outside of that, it's okay.
Give me a second. If you open what?
The colon up, and people have a lot of.
Oh my God, no.
That's bad. I can't do that. That's too much.
No, my God, no. Oh my.
No, I give you credit. I give you credit. It's not for everybody. Yeah, but do you like I would probably end up having discussions, being in there, like the spirits and everything. Do you ever feel like they come through and they're kind of hovering around the body a bit? And
yeah, but give me a second. I'm saying, give me a second. You need to remember that, because this is your actual job. This very old school, old type hospital, as you said, made from bricks.
Yeah.
And it is like a cover, like, nah, it's crap, nobody's using this hospital. And it is like extra high tech, high level, next level, next generation experiments. And oh my god. And then you face Paul Serene, because you was like, I know you wanna get me. Do you know what? No problem. I can help alter not time, but space. Not time only, but space too. And you made stuff. You made stuff in the morgue, okay? And then Paul Serene was there suddenly, just like that, and he was in shock. And you said, you want to talk with me, right? And he was like, staring at you. This is crazy. This is
the movie I was talking about before was Tenet.
Oh, Tenet. Yeah. That's
where
an
I
amazing movie.
believe he hears things backwards when he's traveling.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Man,
It's a masterpiece. Such a good movie.
altering everything, and I mean everything. I don't know what I actually think.
This is a big discovery today. Yeah.
It's kind of funny. When I was young, I played D&D, and we could choose your abilities. Dungeons and Dragons. You can choose your abilities. Distorting time and space. That was my abilities. I mean, usually it's like warrior, white mage, a thief, whatever. I'm like, I want to time and space. I've always liked that idea.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any, to answer your question, Jessica, I haven't seen any spirits or presence around dead bodies. I don't actually like spending much time there, and I don't really like being in the hospital longer than I have to. But I've heard things from my assistant, whose name is Pam, and she's said someone killed themselves jumping down the stairs next to the morgue, and she has seen orbs in the early mornings, not infrequently.
Yeah. It's sad. Probably feel the sadness of whatever they've been through. So that would be hard on me. I'd probably be like, I don't know, overwhelmed.
It's
in that atmosphere.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. Yeah.
Someone has to do it, though. Someone.
I mean, they're interesting. Autopsies are interesting, but the place is not.
Autopsies are interesting. Oh my.
Yeah. I like it.
I wanna.
Scientists, or
you put everything together. You look at the dead body, the clinical history.
Disagree, okay? Autopsies are not interesting.
It's complicated. They're interesting. With COVID, right? People dying from COVID, blah, blah, blah. I'm in a hospital, so we have to believe COVID was killing people. Nobody died of just COVID at the time. When people were dying, they had all these other conditions, and people don't think about that.
Well, they got insurance for that, for the amount of people that.
Yeah, but technically, technically, I know what you mean. But let's say, it is a very small amount of people they die directly on COVID, because most of them, like 95% of them, they've got another health problems. You mean like that?
Yeah. I mean, America is very sick. Like, obesity in itself is a major risk factor. Diabetes, renal failure, whatever. Everybody has all those things.
Food is garbage. That's why the food is.
We're all ticking time bombs already. We're already set up. Just a little, and then some people will die. And that's what I saw. I did see some people who seem to have died just from COVID. Like, my main specialty is lung pathology. So I looked at lung of people who died with COVID, and they had other things wrong with them, but their lungs were really, really strange. I'll say that. They're very odd.
Like what?
Like very severe. I'll say when I looked at him, the lungs looked like a fetal lung. Like
What?
it looked like fetal lung. Like
I understand
when you're
what you
when
said, but
you're
it's like
20 week. Like if you look at the lungs of a 20-week-year-old, like a fetus. The COVID. I mean, I couldn't publish it, but they look like a 20-week-old like lung. Like it's called the canalicular stage. It looked like it regressed in time.
Regressed. So that's what I was going to say. So the lung
Looked like
actually regressed.
I say that. Yeah. Yeah.
How would
Yeah.
that happen, Peter?
I will tell you, because it's biochemical warfare. And even the vaccinations are not good. I mean, look, vaccinations will be good. Give me a second. From my point of view, I am not mad doctor, but from my point of view, they don't have time to test it properly.
No. Warp speed was a bad idea. Yeah, terrible. A lot of issues. A lot of people. A lot of blood clots and autoimmune, sort of weird stuff. But
mRNA.
they found self-assembling nanotubules
Yes.
in vaccinated people, and they
I
had studies in
know,
China.
I know.
Things assemble. I mean, we can't see femto, but we could see nanostructures.
And femto exists, but you cannot get it normally. You cannot see it. I know that.
Yeah.
So, and this is it. Man, you've got so many stuff, we can talk for hours. This is absolutely crazy. How many times you was re-aged and de-aged and moved, and how many people you helped a lot. You pretty much freed all of those young people from academy. And the worst shit is going on, that they turned somehow into selfish, egoistic, egomaniac bastards. Mm-hmm. Because they believed, like, what is their initial belief? We've been suffering, and this is our world, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, they don't take care what people around them thinking, and on and on and on, and they want to do what they like. It was pretty much very good shown in all of the what it is, Life is Strange video game series. It was exactly shown. Like those people, they don't care about another people. They care about themselves. They've got emotionally defected. They are emotionally defected.
Because they suffered trauma.
Yeah, but give me a second. It doesn't automatically give them the right to make another people. It's crap.
Where did it start?
I will tell you. It's easy. It started while they were sexually molested. Then they got those mind wipes. But not total mind wipes. I will tell you what is it's much worse. They will not mind wipe you, but for example, they will do a crap, they will do a shit to you, okay? And then they simply cut, if we want to call it like that, as with the scissors, the certain part of your memories, and they insert something. But after you will get older and older, you are like, this doesn't fit, that doesn't fit, and you will talk to people, and those people are like, nah, you wasn't here, you was another, and all kind of tiny details, and you are done. I've got my wife was in the Umbrella Academy, Monarch Academy, but they are calling it Umbrella Academy. She was in academy too, and oh my god, once she got the seizure and doing crap. Oh my god.
I'm trying to listen to all your older episodes, back from James Rink and then yours, Jessica, in order, and I just started to listen to some of the talks you guys had about your wife and how once she gets emotionally unstable,
Oh
like
my
the
God.
bathroom
Oh my
shifts like 90 degrees, like the whole house is off, and you have to like be very careful around her.
Yeah, definitely. I need to be very careful what I say. No, what I think.
What do you think?
Yeah,
That's very hard. That's hard for a guy. Okay. I don't
yeah,
think I could do that. You have a lot of restraint.
yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
This is crazy good, man. Pretty much the
mean,
very first one who is in Umbrella Academy, or let's say New Academy, you know. And in the second part, the Superman program. They are calling it sometimes Captain America program. Who the heck program? Who the heck knows? Oh my God.
It looks a little different from the Captain America program, but yeah, you can.
I'm just saying, Jessica, this is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, plus, well, the whole thing of the Ruvik connection and also being another aspect of Walter. Now this is trippy. You know, this is just so wild.
Oh.
I really wanted to talk with both of you guys after I heard that you shut the sessions down when you first offered them for free because of some issues, and then Jessica, I saw you were asking would people be interested, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have to get on this now. I really got to talk to Peter.
It went really bad part. It was bad part. I don't want to talk about it even.
Yeah.
Well, I you know, I decided that's why I have to be here as a witness because yeah, that the certain people, like, they would just take something out of context and then blow it up, and you know, and then, you know, they all wanted to crucify Peter for a while. So I said, oh, maybe we need to just pull you out
That's
of
so
that.
messed up. That's so messed up.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you're
think
trying to
that
offer something, and it, you know.
psychologically troubled people anyhow. So you know, that's why I try to meet people before they meet Peter. So I know that they're grounded somewhat and level-headed. And if not, then I know what to expect. But people that are just looking to flirt with him or try to hook up with him because they think he's powerful.
No,
Really?
it happened.
Right?
It really happened.
That's
it
scary.
really happened. Stop. It really
It happened from the beginning. Yeah, you should
Oh
hear
my
the
God.
conversations that I was witness to. I was
That's
like,
freaky.
did they
Ooh.
just say that? Like, you know, sexual things and yeah, it
Oh,
like
literally, it happened. Give me a second.
No.
It really happened. It really happened.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I was like, was she serious? Yeah, like that.
Yeah, and even
And then give me a second. And do you know what was the craziest part of this wicked story? Then they made projection. Like she said that I was the one. Do you know? Jessica,
okay,
right?
yeah. I don't have time for that. Jesus.
yeah, but you know, and even then they would get into this whole thing of, oh, Peter, you know, because Peter told them that they were in a my lab. So then they came to the conclusion, oh, that means that Peter is putting us in the my lab and he's torturing us.
Makes sense.
And I was like, how did you come up with that? You know, but
I mean,
like,
I'll say, talking to you, Peter, like, it's a total brain fuck. Like, I need time to like digest. And like the first thing you said, oh, you're from 2077. I'm like, how did you know? I'm from Night City. Like, I'm from that area. The first thing so while you're telling me that, I'm like, what this guy, spot on. Oh my God. I mean, it's not like I don't believe you, you know, it's just really.
But give me a second. This hospital, as you described, hey, oh my God, it's instantly because it's on CCTV here, like this video footage. Oh my God.
Oh,
exactly.
I asked you about the CCTV. I forgot to follow up on it. When so at I was having these experiences with things trying to get into my office, and the door would bow in, and I'd see lots of lights, and I felt a sense of horror.
Exactly.
They have
You
the
you
CCTV
drag
cameras were not on. They were all
and
off. They were
yeah,
all off.
you drag
All
a
of them
lot
off.
of
They didn't
friends.
work. And they
You
said they worked.
Peter,
There's nothing.
Peter, let him talk. Hold on. I'll just two of you at the same time. All right.
They have CCTVs in the hallway, and they wanted to say that they saw nothing, but I actually talked to the technicians, and they said that they have not been working for X amount of years. They don't know how long they haven't been working. There was no footage to record anything going on. You know, like they were conveniently turned off, or I don't know, or whatever. There's no footage. But that's the other hospital. Kings County is the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that place is very ominous. It needs to be destroyed. Yeah.
Maybe they're using it, but they might be jumping into it. So if they take it down, you know, when they travel, it could be a place that they jump into, and they don't want to change it. You see? So there's reasons why certain places they have to keep it the same, or else you jump through into maybe, you know, someplace dangerous, right, Peter?
Ah, you got them right.
So
100%.
the guy, last I heard from this place, the guy who runs that hospital, they call him the Sultan because he's from Arabia. He's Middle Eastern. And in his office, it's like, from what I heard, all like gold-plated everything. You know, it does not fit. It's all this expensive stuff, plaques and all this stuff. And this guy's a total asshole. Nobody likes him. And then the rest of the hospital, I mean, it is, you know, you imagine a hospital. This is not a hospital. It looks like a junkyard. It looks like a Salvador Dali painting in a junkyard combined. It's like,
yeah, I understand. Oh my God.
So the clocks you said, does it look like they actually melted? Maybe were exposed to some kind of heat or something to make them look that way, or is it look like they were bought that way?
It looked like people hadn't maintained them for a long time. And you know how, like old clocks, they have like a white piece of paper behind the two hands. The paper, you know, would curl in and then just be like this, and then the hands wouldn't even be able to turn anymore because the paper had shriveled due to like dehydration or something like that. Or sometimes the paper would just be moved down like that. Just useless clocks, and they're just left there for however many years. That's where I did training. Yeah, part in that hospital. Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell Peter anything. I didn't tell him. I just gave him your information. So I remembered a little bit about the hospital, but I actually forgot about it when I was just remembering that you moved to Detroit. So in that part, I did. That was about it.
No, I mean, Peter's real deal. I mean, obviously.
You know.
Obviously. Yeah. Obviously, it's a real deal. Yeah. I love listening to you talk. It hurts my head a lot of the time. I just love it. I love it. Some real disclosure. And thank you for both of you guys for doing this and putting all this stuff out there.
Thank you. It's
I appreciate it.
I mean, I should thank you because, you know, a lot of stuff you said is like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate the people that are listening because I know, and they know that they're a part of this in some way. And, you know, finally, after all these years, we're able to like kind of bring that forward. You know, there was a few other people that were pretty shocked of how involved they were. And they were just always in the comments, you know, saying something here and there and didn't really think that they were that involved. So it's nice. It's nice to help them, you know, to kind of get that information because it's not just about being delivering the information, you know, generally, which is important, but I think the people are important as well, you know, that they are part of this. So
yeah.
You're awesome, Jessica. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Now we are here for help, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What?
that's it.
One other. So I was looking into Tibetan singing bowls for a while now, and there are so many options. The 7 metal, different types. What hertz would you recommend? You know, like what? Do you have
No,
any?
it's absolutely it does
Doesn't
you
matter.
don't just do use whatever is good
Okay.
for you, and it will work. I
You
believe.
go into a one of the stores. You can even get them pre-recorded too if you wanted, so not focused on doing it yourself. But you can go into the store, and I tell people go in and pick it up. Does it feel like you could do it properly? Because you have to, move your hands around. Does it feel comfortable? Does it have the sound that you like? So you might want to go to one of those places where
Okay.
you can check it out.
Feel it out if you don't want to use the digital version. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's
Cool.
it. That's it for today, I think.
Yeah, till next time.
Okay.
Till next time.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Okay.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
That's right.
Yeah. That's funny. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you,
All right,
guys.
and bye.
Okay. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
You have been watching Disclosures. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Visit www.acio-official.org and www.readingsbyarael.com to book a private session with Jessica. Feel free to support our work. All links can be found in the description. Thank you, and until next time.